guys, it is Monday, March 6th, and it is go time with this whole Taylor Swift situation. The fact that it's literally March, I think the tour starts next week if I'm not mistaken, like insane. I've got quite a few things to finish up today in terms of orders to send out and stuff. We finally figured out that you can't have lights at the show on your outfits, which is really sad because I just sent that one out before I left for Dallas last week because I wanted to get it out ASAP because I know it's for like opening night, and obviously I sent it with the lights because at that point we weren't totally sure yet. It was like rumored, but it hadn't like fully been said by the stadiums, and now it has. So I emailed that customer and I was like, I'll just walk you through how to like take off the lights. It's gonna be a little bit messy. It'll be really easy to take it off the skirt, but for the top I put it under one of the layers of like the tulle, so she's gonna have to like kind of cut through the tulle to get through it, which is a little sad because like obviously wasted my time of putting in lights if it wasn't necessary, but also wasted her money because I charged her for a dress with lights, which took longer, and like the lights are also an expense and whatever. So I'm just like sad because we both like lost in it a little bit, and also just like sad that it doesn't get to be a light up dress because it's so cute as a lit up dress. But anyway, that being said, I now know that the little girl one version that I'm doing also won't be able to have the lights, so I can just finish that one up because I was just waiting for confirmation about that. So I can just finish that one up, get that sent out as well. And then the thrifted jacket, I finally got the last patch that I needed for it. I was literally just missing this W to finish it up, so I'm gonna get that on there and finish that one up too, and then those would be two more that are fully out of the way. I'm currently making myself coffee. I haven't made a coffee in my mocha pot in so long, but I used to do it all the time, and I figured, I don't know, I wanted to get back into it, so here we are making coffee. I do also today want to finish my floral dress tutorial video and pattern to get it uploaded tomorrow, Tuesday, because I got the pictures back, so like that's ready to go. I also have the pictures back for the mirror ball dress, so like all of that is ready to go. The videos I actually also, I'm pretty sure I finished. I just need to add the intro and outro to them, but I haven't really worked on the pattern. Like the pattern itself is done, I just haven't done like the instructions and all the extra like pieces to it. So I want to finish that up today so that that's up for tomorrow as well. So many things happening, but yeah, it's gonna be a busy time, so figured I'd bring you guys along. I literally forgot that when I left for Dallas was the day that I broke my needle, or the day before was the day that I broke my needle, and I didn't have replacements, but I got my replacements in and I bought multiples, obviously. I'm like 99% sure I had some of these that like came with the machine, like an extra one at least, but I don't know where the heck it was. So anyway, I got some. So I'll be putting that in, and I guess I'll just finish up the seam that I was working on down here. This piece is also one that I should get out here soon this week, but I want to get the pink ones out first, I feel like, just because I've worked on that one longer, and so I feel like she's just been waiting longer because I've been doing it for so long and I've sent her updates throughout all of this. I just want to get that out to her ASAP. And then also the thrifted jacket I want to get out ASAP. So I think those are the two I want to like really push through today, and then I'll just come back to this one probably later today, if not tomorrow, depending on how long it takes me to get everything else out. It's just funny that I literally left this like in there, but I feel like this one I just want to dedicate like a full day to just getting actually done. I'm just gonna put her aside for now, and we will thread this with my pink thread instead. I feel like over the past month I haven't been as like stressed or anxious as I usually am about just work and life and everything. I think it's finally starting to like get to me. I think I just like felt like, obviously I was getting a lot done and I have been getting a lot done. I've been super productive, but I also felt like I had so much time for everything. But now that it's actually March and the tour literally starts, I believe March 17th is the first date, it's crazy. I'm like, it's coming so soon. I have all these outfits to make, and now that like the tour starts, I feel like now it's this like domino effect of like I'm gonna constantly have things to make. Like now I don't have like multiple months to get things out, because now it's like, okay, well the March dates have to already be out obviously, and now it's like, okay, well now the April dates, and then the May, and then like it just goes up until August. So I feel like I'm starting to get really stressed about just this like continuous work which is obviously such a good thing, but I think I'm just like, I also just get really anxious when I send things out to people because you just like never know how it's gonna fit, if it's gonna be good or not. Luckily, everything has actually been good so far. I have not had any complaints about anything or anything that I need to fix so far, which is, I feel like, a miracle. Like, obviously I do things correctly, but you just never know, and like fit issues are, I would say, quite common, even if it's like something really minor and like fixable. But it's always just so like anxiety inducing to like get the notification that somebody's received their package and then just like waiting for them to let you know if it fits, if they have issues, like if everything is right. I don't know. I get really worked up about that. And I think because I've sent so many out recently, I'm just like starting to feel that. And I know that I'm just gonna be feeling that for the next few months. Yeah. That's where I'm at mentally, if you were wondering. Because I feel like nobody talks about how stressful it is to send things out to people sometimes, because you really just never know how it's gonna fit. And I don't know, at least I get really in my head about it, and I get so like scared, especially because I feel like I have a lot of pressure on me because like this whole thing is blown up so much for me, at least like on TikTok and stuff. I feel a lot of pressure for everything to be so perfect, because everything, I mean, obviously, yes, I want everything to be perfect as I can humanly make it, but I feel like there's no room for mistakes because everybody has like put me on this like pedestal of like I can make anything and everything and it's gonna be great and turn out great, and it usually does, but like, you know, I am human, like sometimes it doesn't, and that's fine too. But I don't know, I'm just like, I feel so much pressure. I feel like I've never been watched so closely by so many people while making something. Like obviously I've always had a following watching me, but I feel like right now I have like an even bigger just following and a lot more engaged of a following, at least on TikTok where I'm showing a lot of it. Like I don't know, it's stressing me out a bit. Those are my thoughts. Recently I've had quite a few people reach out and tell me that they like love watching my videos because I actually talk about being stressed and like all the, I don't want to say bad parts, but all the parts that most people don't talk about, and it makes them feel less like alone in that. And I say this because to all my friends that I talk to about all this, and friends that do kind of the same thing I do, even just like internet friends I've never met or people that I do know in real life, we all feel the same way. We all get equally stressed about things. We all feel like we're not doing enough. Most of us don't feel like we can call ourselves a fashion designer, and like we all feel like nothing is that great. But then it's so funny because when people tell me that, I'm like, oh my god, well, I view you so highly and I like admire your work so much, and I think you're doing great and I wish I could be doing what you're doing. And then they'll say the same thing to me, and then it's just like, at the end of the day, we're all doing great and we all wish we could be doing what other people are doing. So just be appreciative of what you do and also recognize that your work is good. I say this to you and I say this to myself because I struggle with that a lot. So didn't think I was gonna go into some life lessons this early on in the vlog, but let's get sewing this pink little set. I just finished up the two-piece set. I officially took it off the wall, so we have one less piece on the wall, which I'm very excited about. There is truly nothing more satisfying than like crossing something off the list or like physically kind of like seeing it disappear. I'm such a visual person. I cannot just like check something off like on my phone or like on a list like that. Like I need to like see it and like visually check it off, and then I'm like super satisfied. So this feels great, and knowing that I'm gonna take one more off of this today also feels great. I am going to iron on the last bit of the patches for this jacket. So on the front we have, it says, if a man talks shit. I don't know if you can see it from that far. On the back it says, then I owe him nothing, but I only have the him nothing because I literally forgot to order the W for O, and then I didn't want to like obviously put the rest of them on there until I had it so I could like space it out properly, and it took so long to get here. Like I've had this like ready for so long, it's just that one letter I forgot that really just set me back quite a bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and kind of place them how I want to. I've come to learn that it takes so long for these patches to like really set in place, and you really have to hold it in for a while. So over the past like couple weeks, I've just like every now and then been like pressing them down even more just to make sure they're really solid. There's a few still that I feel like need a little extra pressing, but some of them are, I feel pretty good about. But yeah, they do take quite a bit to like really settle in there. But I think this is such a fun little jacket. I'm so excited. I love that it's like pink and girly, but it has a lot of like reputation energy as well, which I love because I think those are my two personality traits. Like, it's like I'm very girly and sweet and like whatever, but I'm most definitely a reputation girl at heart. So I love this. They look pretty spaced out. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and take it off of here at this point because that's all we have left. That's so satisfying. I can't wait to ship both of these out. The next one that I need to prioritize is this black one that I was working on the other day. That's the next one for the list. And then after that, we're officially into the April dates. I guess the black one, I'm not sure if it's a March date or not. The girl who ordered it has ordered 2 other pieces from me. So she's going to 3 shows, and I don't know which pieces she's planning to wear on which show, but I know she's going, I believe, to opening night, if not one of the first few nights. So I had her as like a March date for all of her outfits, just so she had that option. So I know she has other outfits to wear for opening night if I weren't able to like get that one out for whatever reason, but I want to get it out for her just to have those all out of the way. And then we're officially into the April dates, which is my next busiest month. Like March and April were the 2 months I had the most orders for. Everything else was a little more tame. I feel like those 2 months have just been like the busiest ones. I have 5 for April, it seems like, which maybe doesn't seem like a lot, but some of them are ones that I haven't done yet. So like one's a Reputation bodysuit, but we're making it into a romper, like shorts version. So that's one that I haven't done yet. This one's like a fully custom made outfit. It's not like a recreation of anything. Same with this one that I'm doing. So there's a few in there that are not something I've done already, so it takes a little bit longer to, you know, get through that. So I'm excited for those though, because I don't think I've done a single order that isn't a recreation yet. So it's just like exciting to be able to show the more design side of things for me. And then the May dates, I have quite a few of as well, I believe. Looks like I only have 3 May dates. I feel like that's wrong, but they are also much more complicated ones as well. So I'm excited because we'll get some really fun pieces coming here soon, but also I'm like stressed because like, you know, clock is ticking, and you know, as soon as like tour officially starts, then it's just, I feel like the clock's just ticking for me and I have to get everything out ASAP. But it's gonna be fun. I also am hosting a fashion show in April, which I think I mentioned in the previous vlog probably, but I'm hosting one in April for like Earth Month. I just thought it would be a good excuse to do an event here in LA because I really wanted to do something here with like my design friends here and everything, but I just like didn't know when a good time would be or like what reasoning I would do it for. And I feel like Earth Month is like a really great excuse in a sense to host something. So I'm doing that and planning it out as well, and obviously I need to make like some sort of collection or something for it, which I think will be so fun. I'm very excited for that, but that's also just like an added layer of something I'm doing on top of all of this, which probably sounds crazy to some that I'm like doing that, but to me it's like very important to not let my actual business, like my collections, like go to the back burner too much, because I don't want my entire brand to just become Taylor Swift Customs and that's what people only know me for, and then as soon as this tour is over, then it just like everything dies and down and then nobody cares anymore. Like I want people to know, like, of course I love that this is like my personality trait right now and like all that my business is doing, but I also want to make sure people know that after this I do still have collections and designs and like I still make clothing outside of just Taylor Swift custom orders. Want to make sure that's still alive and well, which is why I also wanted to do the show, to make sure that I had something like big going on outside of all this too. Okay, it looks like that is officially on. There's one more little star that I could put somewhere that fell. I don't know where I want to put it. Beautiful. The last thing I have to do on this jacket is actually put these little heart kind of bead rhinestone things. I was waiting to put all like patches on there to see where I would want to put all these on, but I just have to hand sew a few of these in place. I think there's literally like 8 or 10 of them, so it's not too many. And then she'll be officially done and I'll give you guys a full rundown of all what we've got going on here. Okay, it's officially done. This is what the front looks like. Here's the if a man talks shit up close, and the back. Then I owe him nothing with a little reputation snake. We've got the stars for midnight. We've got Out of the Woods, New York, a little red lip classic thing that you like. Taylor's version. I switched out the buttons for rainbow buttons everywhere too, which I think is a cute little detail. We got a rainbow, Cornelia Street, Lavender Haze, Meet Me at Midnight, It's Me, Hi, I'm the Problem, little Polaroid, Cruel Summer. All the fun things. I think it's so cute, and I'm just happy to be done with it. I've taken it off the wall as well. So that is 2 full orders that I can officially send out. So I just emailed them. I spent some time on my emails because I had to check some stuff. I also officially booked the event space for the fashion show, which I'm very excited about. I was really scared because I went to book it and it said that it was already booked. And so I messaged the guy. I was like, I'm so sorry it took longer than I intended to pay for this. And he was like, oh no, I blocked it off for you. And I was like, oh thank God. So he unblocked it. I booked it. It is ready to go. It is officially official, which is just so exciting. There's so much prep work to be done there, but I'm also just excited to get this done. So that is 2 things out of the way today. I'm feeling good, feeling productive. It's already way past noon, so it's past my normal eating time, so I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat and then we will get back to this. I really need to edit my tutorial video. That's what I really should do to get that situated for tomorrow, because I feel like I've not been slacking on uploading, but I haven't been consistently uploading twice a week. I've uploaded once a week at most, but obviously I'm incredibly busy doing a lot of things, so it's hard to take the time to sit and edit. But I really want to get that tutorial up because that's been a long-awaited one as well, and I just really want to post these pictures. They're so cute. So I need to get myself to finish up the video so that I can upload the pictures and everything just comes to life. It's gonna be really cute. But I'm gonna eat and I'll catch you guys after. I just finished editing the video. I just have to put the voiceover on it and like the music and whatever, and then make sure it's all good, but it's like rough cut, I guess. It honestly is a really quick tutorial. The video itself right now is literally only 7 minutes, like almost 8 minutes, but that just feels so short because I'm so used to filming or like editing 20-minute vlogs usually, so it just feels so short. But it's like, it's pretty straightforward, I feel like, so it's not too crazy. But I'm going to record the voiceovers. This always takes the longest. It's either I ace it on the first try and it's like perfect, or I overthink it too much and then I stutter and then it gets a little rough. But let's do this thing. Okay, it is 5 o'clock and I just finished the pattern, the video's uploaded, the pattern's like ready to just be like published tomorrow, so everything is ready to go for that. Very excited to get that out of the way. I have no idea how this pattern's gonna do comparatively. The heart dress pattern has been doing really well. It was really slow at first, but it's been picking up a lot in the past like week, just like a lot, which I'm very happy about. I think it's just such a fun dress. So we'll see how this other one does. I need to like clean up a bit because this is so funny, but I got interviewed for the Wall Street Journal about maybe a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks, I don't really know. But they're doing a piece on what people are wearing to the Eras tour, because obviously the Eras tour is just huge. It's gonna get a bunch of coverage, and a huge topic within the like fandom has just been what people are gonna wear. Like, it's just such a big thing. And so somebody found my TikTok, they contacted me about it. They're doing like just a whole piece about that in general. So they interviewed me and I know they interviewed somebody else for it. But anyway, they sent a photographer out to like photograph me in my studio tomorrow, and she's coming tomorrow morning, and they just want pictures of me like actually doing work and some of the pieces that I'm working on. So I kind of want to have some stuff like prepped. I wish they would have come last week when I was like sending things out. I sent so many last week, so I'm trying to figure out like what I can kind of have on display, because I don't have a whole lot. I can have my floral Grammys dress kind of like on a mannequin. That one has really nice details to it, so I can have that going. I kind of want to work on the black one a little bit more today, so it's a little bit more put together by the time she comes tomorrow. So it's like maybe halfway through and you can kind of see a work in progress. I might just wait to ship out the 2 that I finished today and ship them out tomorrow after she leaves, so that I have those kind of there too, and it's just like you get a little more variety. But I want to make sure my apartment's like clean and looks nice if it's gonna get photographed. Not that it doesn't look nice, but obviously like, I do have fabrics like on my couch and stuff that could just be in a closet instead of being on the couch. So I want to make sure things look a little bit neater for the pictures. Even though it's obviously a working studio, so it's never gonna be perfectly like put together. But yeah, it's super random, but so exciting too. That's like a huge media outlet to be covered by. It's just like insane. Hi guys, it is the next day. It is like far into the day. It is 1:15 at this point. This morning I just cleaned up everything and made sure everything was like ready to go for the little mini photo shoot, and I uploaded my floral dress pattern and pictures today, and the pictures are popping off as well on my Instagram. I'm really glad you guys are liking like the more conceptual photo shoots on there, because I've had such a fun time with them, so it's really nice to see them be equally appreciated when I post them. So I had that going on. The photo shoot went well. It was pretty quick. I mean, it's not like they needed like a whole series of pictures, they just need a couple, but she got a few different shots and angles and a couple different outfits. I wore my Taylor Swift shirt for it. I wasn't wearing the jacket for it, but I got cold, so I put this on. Yeah, I'm very excited. It's just like, I'm pretty sure I said this at some point in this vlog already, but just like so crazy to see how my obsession with Taylor Swift has gotten me here. But anyway, I want to continue working on the black piece since I finally got the needles ready for it. So I'm gonna finish sewing up the side seams that I was sewing up on that one when my needle broke, and then we're gonna play around with it, because I'm trying to debate if the skirt of it or like the shorts of it, whatever I put under, is gonna be separate or if I'm gonna put it with it. I'm feeling like it should just be separate. It might be more comfortable that way. So if you go to the bathroom, you just have to like pull the dress part up and like the shorts down instead of having to get fully unzipped from the back. Like I feel like that would just be a lot. So that's what I'm thinking. But then I kind of have to figure out how I want to go about the zipper on the back. If it needs to be like a fully separating zipper, or if I can manage to do an invisible somehow, or if that is not gonna like come up over the top. Like I need to just like think. But I'm gonna sew together the side seams first and then we will think. I just broke about 3 more needles on my sewing machine to kind of just finish this side seam. So I ended up sewing it by hand. It actually feels very, very sturdy. So love that for me. Felt very couture of me to do that. And I have it sewn down just the tiniest bit right here because I checked and it does still go over the entire like shoulder section pretty well regardless, because this fabric does have like the tiniest bit of stretch, so like it's, you know, not that bad. So I can just put a zipper on this and then it'll be good. I wanted to play around with the fringe of it and kind of placing it all over and seeing how that is gonna work out for us. Yeah, I kind of just want to like start pinning it around. Hope that I don't need any more than what I already have. Because originally I thought I might need a little bit more, but honestly I might actually be fine. I'm just gonna start pinning it bottom of this, I think. You know what? No. I'm gonna start on like this, creating like the little V shape. I think that's what we're gonna do. Need to get my TikTok content too. Y'all know how it goes. Okay, I actually feel really good about the amount of like fringe we have. I think it covers enough, and obviously right now there's like white under, but with the black like shorts under, like this is gonna look so full and so fun. I think it's just enough layers for it to just look good. So I'm excited. Looking at Taylor's look, it seems like her shorts that go under are above. So like her shorts are like high-waisted, so they're like right at the waistline, and then the fringe kind of like curves down below it. So it's kind of what I have. So I have it higher at the hip and then lower up here. I planned on sewing this on the machine, but clearly I don't want to break more needles. So I think I might just hand sew it, at least like hand baste it into place, and then see if I can sew it on the machine. I know if I sew it on the machine, what I really have to do is just like seam rip all of the beads, which is what's getting caught in this. Like sequins are fine, I can sew over sequins, but there's beads on this, which is what's breaking my needles, but it just takes so long to seam rip beads to then sew. So I'm gonna see what I can do, but I think I'm gonna hand baste it into place first, get that situated, and yeah, I think it's gonna be so cute. I'm really content with it. It almost goes all the way around 4 times. It stops here, but I think that it'll look fine, so I'm not worried about it. And I think the length of the fringe is actually perfect too. It's like long enough, I feel like, for it to look good. So I'm gonna see if I can take this off of the form to sew it. I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know, because there's multiple layers, so I don't know what the best way of like getting to the bottom layer is. you.